Welcome to the second tier of Apex Legends Esports.
Stallion's dead. Vizay now trying to fight here.
It's intense.
Spots him across, but tries to...
It's chaotic.
That's exactly what happened. Oh my gosh.
It's exciting.
Pound flesh.
It's...
Please.
Oh, they're looking right at them. The SDF.
Oh my god.
yeah, I don't even know what that was.
They gotta make sure this team does not come up.
Unactive right now for Cutie Sack. Good shot though. Is that the opening they need? Starting to move on. Oh.
Is still trying to fight for placement. Red Dragon eventually dropped down.
Nice. Everything is dying.
It's the proving grounds of Apex Legends Esports. The Apex Legends Global Series, where the best of the best compete, with millions of dollars on the line and hundreds of thousands watching around the world for the biggest prize in Apex Legends Esports, to become the champion of the Apex games. However, how is it that many of these pros have the chance to compete on the biggest stage of all? How can players prove themselves worthy of greatness? For many, this comes in the form of the Tier 2 competitive scene, where players aim to make a name for themselves in the hopes that one day they too will be able to play amongst the best. In order to achieve this, players must fight for their chance to compete via the ALGS Challenger Circuit. This competition is the battleground of Tier 2 Apex, an open qualifier that anyone is able to enter. Coinciding with the ALGS splits, teams will participate in 4 circuits. Each circuit goes over a weekend and is 3 days of intense action. Via randomized 20-team brackets, squads will fight to make top 10 and move to the next round, ultimately culminating in a 6-game final for the top 20 teams. After each round, points are allocated to teams depending on where they placed. The 4 squads that won a circuit, along with the next best 18 teams from this qualifier, for the chance to compete in the Challenger Circuit finale, the Pro League Qualifier. The Pro League Qualifier is a playoff pitting the 8 lowest performing Pro League teams against the best that Challenger Circuit has to offer. After an intense tournament, the top 8 teams in this tournament will get promoted to the Pro League, with the rest unfortunately having to wait until next split. The Challenger Circuit is not only a phenomenal platform to get your name out there, but it can sometimes lead to something really special. After qualifying into Pro League through the Split 1 circuit, Noctum Esports, previously known as Trojan, took the EMEA Pro League by storm, qualifying for LAN. After an outstanding performance at the Split 2 playoffs in Mannheim, they earned themselves a prestigious spot at Champs in Japan. This story, amongst countless others, pits the question: are you capable of reaching the pinnacle of Apex? If a team who came straight through the Challenger Circuit can become one of the strongest teams in EMEA and demonstrate it on the world stage, maybe you could be next. Whether it's competing in the LGS Challenger Circuit, the newly formed BLGS, or many of the incredible tournaments thrown across the world by passionate organisers, the Tier 2 scene is here to stay. Although we can talk up what it's all about, it's probably better that you hear from some of the Tier 2 legends themselves.
Hi, my name is Agent AAA. I am the IGL of Convergent. My Tier 2 experience in the last year has been full of minor successes, I would say. Qualifying into every Tier 1 qualifier, Pro League qualifier, last chance qualifier. 3 things that inspire me to compete would be, I want to make it to LAN, because I really believe in that goal. And I want to make it for the sake of my family and myself. You know, they believe in me as well. And I'd say the last thing that inspires me is being an inspiration for others. You know, I know there's not a lot of people like myself at the top. There's not a lot of Black Apex top players. And I'd want to be somebody there for someone else to look up to and to see that it's very possible. I think Tier 2 as a whole is not a bad path to Pro League, but I feel like I changed the random contesting ability. How Pro League have it set up where you have set POIs you drop at is really good. And I think that would result in more dense end games in which better players will shine as a result, you know. So I think that'd be a good change for Tier 2 going up.
Hi, I'm Scott. I'm the owner and original founder of Convergent, the Tier 2 organization in Apex. So I was asked what it's like to run an organization that competes in Tier 2, and the short answer is it's a lot of fun. It's so much fun to see and develop those players and to believe in them. to give them a community, to cheer them on. You know you're making their day, and it makes our day as well, to see them grow and to see them be able to compete against some of the best within the region. My opinion on the current state of Tier 2, well, arguably I think BLGS really opened everyone's eyes to the fact that a lot of Pro League people are stuck behind that bubble, and they're safe in that bubble. A lot of Challenger Circuit teams and BLGS teams were able to compete with them at that level. So I do believe that Tier 2 probably could use a bit of a hard reset and a little shuffle. There are some teams that will always shine. You've got your Alliances of the world who just simply are some of the best in the world. And you'll never get away from that. But I think it's in a pretty healthy state. Competitive is where it's at, and Apex is one of the best BRs out there.
Favorite moment? I would say it would be winning game 2 of Winners Round 1 in Pro League Qualifier. It was in Down Beast, and Down Beast end zones are some of the worst experiences when you're the Down Beast team, because holding Down Beast height is like, you can just get sent.
Nice! Midkit. Good, they don't have a caustic. Beautiful!
Funny moment would be, I think we were on Godrock. I kind of remember the game it was, like the particular tournament, but we were on Godrock at Bean, and one of my former teammates, Q-Tac, was messing around with the car and got himself stuck inside of it. What? Bro, punch me as well. Bro,
So how does it work managing the team? Okay, well, it depends on the team. We have content teams, we have competitive teams. So with the content teams, we'll try and give them that air of care, similar to that of a competitive team, coaching, analysis, VOD reviews, being there to cheer them on and support them on socials and stuff like that. But with the main competitive team, the challenge we've got is we can't afford to pay people full-time salaries, so we can't demand full-time. A lot of it is based on trust and faith, that people will turn up to scrim, that they'll compete and they'll put their heart and soul into it. But really, we're a bonus. The real competitive people would be doing that anyway. We're just simply adding a little bit of flair and backing them as an organization. It's mostly just built from friendship and trust.
It's difficult to have a stable roster in Tier 2 because there's a lot, unfortunately, to put it bluntly, there's a lot of ego and like not a lot of rules, I would say, stopping teams from swapping about in such short periods of time within the competitive season. I've been teammates with Seawater for a long time because I don't think you can make a professional roster in such a short time. You have to stay with a team, or at least one teammate, to like build towards a professional roster. I would say that's like the main reason as to why we stuck together. He's a great player as well. You know, I wouldn't stick around with somebody who I didn't think I could make it with. You know, we both see the vision, and we both see it takes a lot of work, which you can't get instantly, even within a month maybe.
What's it like to work with Agent and Waddle for a long period of time?
Yeah, you should be with them kills.
Let's get it, baby!
No, you just ruined the vibe there.
What do you mean I didn't ruin the vibes? I'm locked in.
Obviously, we're just talking about our main competitive roster, but we're loyalists. We like to believe in the individuals and see them grow over time until they're ready to sort of move on. It would take something kind of special or just a complete break and change for us to go in a completely different direction with a new team. But I believe in properly putting the time and effort into it, as opposed to just cycling new players. If something goes wrong in a day, Apex is a BR, there's RNG involved anyway. We don't want to RNG our players and constantly cycle it. So we're very loyal to our people and our players and our members as a whole, as well as our community, and I think that's where it really stems from, community. So what other things do Convergent do for Tier 2? Well, I actually want to extend that to what do Convergent do for the community, not just Tier 2. We've run scrims in the past, we've run tournaments in the past, we've fund small scale events, pizza leagues as we call them, because they're for pizza money. For us, it's kind of about wanting to give all players a chance to be under the spotlight and get that little bit of glitz and glam. You may not be on the big stage, but we'll do high-end production and really try to make certain people shine. To me, that's the best feeling in the world, to be able to just give someone that little spotlight of, oh, in that tournament the casters were on us and the camera was on us and I had a great play, or they were breaking it down really well. And for us, it's about investing into the wider community. And we've been really grateful to have the support from EA and Respawn, with coin codes to give away in addition to cash that we're adding to the pot, or just codes to run those lobbies privately as well.
So there you have it. Tier 2 Apex Legends is truly a special place, and it's not going anywhere. With a community as passionate, hardworking, and skillful as we have seen, the Pro League better watch out, because in Year 5, we're coming for you.